Creations, the workshop studio garage. Wow. So, yeah, I meant to start streaming at like 5:30. Kind of late, because I was supposed to be at a photo shoot. That kind of fell through, and I'm hoping to stream because it just said it was an error in the camera. I'm using the Twitch app on my phone, and instead of using Bitstream or I think they phased Bitstream out and they're using something else. Part of the lighting, um, if it's not that great, I'll change it. Uh, I want to do, you know, so yeah. So, and I just realized and I'm going to try and become more consistent with my streams. Yeah, I can see my messy studio. If I move this up better. See, because like half the screen is cut off because of the chat. Yeah, and what I was doing was um, actually building a helmet. I could have just raised that up and y'all can look down. Um, yeah, give me a second to get it together. I don't know if anyone's watching yet. Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause like I said, I had originally planned on being at a photo shoot because this was the time that was more convenient for the people involved. And yeah, let's move that a little away and down a little more. Yeah, I can see my jacked up work table. And me. Hi, how's it going? Yeah, so I started working on this helmet, which I should have got done quite a while ago. Um, Downloaded the template uh, from I forgot what his name was on YouTube because I was looking for a plain helmet. And see, a lot of guys, they put it on the table to keep it flat. So when it goes together, it's flat. Ooh, and that's paper stuck too, right? And yep. So for a cosplay that I just started, I was looking at a particular character, and I really took a liking to him. See, so they put this here. This is like new stuff I've learned. They put it. I watch tutorials. Sean Zing, Evil Ted Smith, Punisher props, Lightning cosplay. Props out. And I see them all. They put it on. They put the foam down on the table, so the seams are nice and smooth and meet together. Really well. Yeah. So, and that's on there, and I don't have. So yeah, so I was the cosplay. that I was looking at starting, um, which I'm not going to mention right now because I kind of want to keep it, hush hush, and I don't know, not too many people watch my channel, because I haven't been consistent, and I'm going to work on that. I wanted to do Thursdays at 5:30. Um, but I get there. Uh, this is my first attempt at something like this, so I was really nervous. So when I got the templates all printed out, I made one out of cardboard. I'll show you. See, this is it. This is hopefully without this big hole, because I don't know what happened there, if it was my fault or if the thing was, because some of the lines didn't match up in the template when I printed it out, and I know that was like from the original design, but I did this with hot glue and cardboard, mostly to see if the scale was right so it would fit my big head, and I had to cut the back, because it was too tight and I couldn't get it on. And I put a piece in, improvised, which was really kind of cool, So if I have to do that again, if the foam comes out close to like this, except without the big hole, because I took a piece of paper, stuck it in the hole, and and then drew it, and then. See, this was the original piece. This is like, and yeah, and why it didn't, cover it. So, and then I put this on what I drew, and I put this on what I drew, which was the original, so they get like a bigger one to fill that spot. See, and I know this is going to be too small for this there. Here's the new one, the bigger one I drew. Move this out of the way. And this may do it. I might have to cut the bottom. So that's what I was gonna do right now. I was gonna get a scrap piece of foam. And keep this bag here. Something big enough. This is from the foam. Yeah, this is good. Yes. And this will do. My marker. I want to get like because I've been having trouble. I hope y'all can hear me okay. Because I meant to stream about what I have originally planned on streaming was trying to figure out the Twitch studio, because the last time I tried to stream from it, it didn't work at all. Now I had little nails that I put in this so it wouldn't shift, so the template wouldn't shift and throw off the whole thing. I've seen like different people use like weights, little round pieces of metal or something that had weight to it to hold it in place, so they can it almost looks like a little cat head. Tag. That looked like it just didn't do right at all. Well, I'm hoping. So get out the utility knife. I took these and hopefully sharpened them enough because they're still not. Yeah, because and so I am going to probably this Friday, take a little money, well, take some money and order the knife sharpener I've seen different cosplayers use, or phone builders, phone smithers, whatever you want to call it, whatever they choose to call themselves, because these aren't sharp enough. So like, and the cut is it's not bad, but sometimes I had to clean up the edges with how are these seams looking? Yeah, and I'd be concerned about the seams, getting gaps in them, spreading. But yeah. So yeah, so with yeah, see. So like all the edges, the knife wasn't sharp, so I had to clean up all the edges with my Dremel, and it was good to have, so like I've been having some difficulties with, with cutting the edges. I don't know if my headset is still connected, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it. It's on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. I just realized that because I was listening to music earlier, and these streaming sites, they have an issue with music in the background. On the internet, oh, you don't have copyrights. We're not trying to make money off of it, But let like some madness be happening, like a gang fight or just something that shows people in a bad light, and they will not complain about music in the background. They won't mute the video because there's music in the background. If it shows, people in a bad light. So yeah, yeah, so like I said, I saw a character recently. Actually, yeah, I saw another cosplayer. The cool Bill Johnson, and he's like, cosplayers have become my celebrities. I've met different celebrities attending cons and working at cons, because the Buffalo Comic Con. I was videotaping for a show called Queen City Geek TV. So I've met like Steve Goodberg, Mike the Hammer Williamson, who was played he was one of the co-stars in Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk to Dawn, the original one. John Wesley Shipp, who was the original Flash on TV. These people have done a whole lot more, but I remember them from the science fiction and nerd stuff. Oh no, I want to say Robert Blake, but that's the Beretta. I think that guy from the show Beretta, but that's not the guy I'm talking about. Dang, I wish I knew his name. Ted DiBiase, who was awesome to meet. An interview. uh, and a whole bunch more. But and they were cool. They were cool, except for Steve Gutenberg. Steve Gutenberg was an ass. He was just straight jerk. Like he did, and not to just. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm disrespecting the dude, but I'm really not. I'm trying not to, but he was like hired to be at a Comic Con to meet fans, and sign autographs and all that good stuff. And that's gonna have to be cut. So, you know, uh, yes, pre-fitting is something really important. So, because like this it reminds me a little bit of building models. Model cars, model planes, ships, spaceships, airplanes, fighter planes. Cause that's what I always look forward to on Christmas. My dad would always buy me some type of model, cars, whatever, and I loved it. I loved working with my hands, even way back young, and and you know, uh, way back then when I was young, loved working with models, building, being creative, being the creative little kid I was. And this is something similar. Kudos to those who can come up with these templates. They can look at a suit of armor, like a character, Iron Man, Deathstroke, uh, Deadshot, Superman, these different characters, Thanos, Cable, his mechanical arm, and come up with these templates, from looking at it. I'm guessing, I think, I don't know how they do it, I don't, but kudos to them. If, yeah, I hope this fit. Kudos to them, who, yeah, for sure. Kudos to them who 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 can look at the characters, either if they're doing a computer design, computer aided design, you know CAD or drafting, to come up with these, to break down the characters, do that vector, whatever, and uh, to come up with these here templates, because me, oh man, got glue on the house. Because me, that's the part I just don't get. Like, give me a template and I can see how it fit together. I don't need instructions, even though, I do. When I see these guys, yeah, it does. When I see these, the guys, they put out the video, they say, here's a, oh crap, damn, That's a lot too. I gotta clean that up. Here we go. It's not gonna really affect it because the outside's gonna get coated. But, you know, yeah. And this, and most of them, this would have been a quick project for them. But me being the married guy and all that, see, this is where I would have gotten out my rotary tool and cleaned it out, cleaned it up, you know, cleaned up the edges and all this. But I'm not gonna be able to spend a lot of time streaming, so I'm just trying to get as much done as quickly as I can, you know. Yeah, and this will probably be one of the things that caused me the problem because I didn't take the time to clean up the edges on this, you know, and that's because my knives weren't sharpened enough. I've seen some of the cosplay, the foam builders and foam smiths or whatever that I watch on YouTube and see some of their stuff. They not only do they have books, you know, you can buy their templates and stuff and all that, and it you know, it's like a textbook on the, you know, the how to's of foam building and all that. They also have a list of basic or what you could call standard cosplay or foam, EVA foam, which is what this is called. This is like a foam mats that people work out on, that are in gyms, that be in some shops and they stand on and stuff like that. It's known to us, to a lot of us cosplayers, it's EVA foam. And yeah, so, you know, that looks erect. But once it's a done thing, it's a finished project, you wouldn't tell because it'll be coated. You won't see none in the seams except for like maybe like the bend. I like how this looks. I should have, you know, offset it, you know, so this is sitting up a little higher, like vents, you know. And I hope this fits my big head like that one did. But all these scenes, you know, you won't see. If you can see, if you can see those there now, you know. God, I touched the blue spot. Yeah, all the seams and the different pieces. I do like how that sits a little lower than that. And valley, I call it a valley. I forgot. Someone call them hills, whatever. Where you cut out of the foam, and so you can fold it, bend it. You can bend it depending on how shallow the valley is. You know, is how much the bend is. You know, how sharp a bend you get. That's something I learned on my own, you know, just messing around with it. And I'm supposed to let this dry and get tacky. You know, they say 5 minutes. They say 5 minutes. And they say 5 minutes, you know, for it to, and it's supposed to look dry so to get tacky so the foam will stick. Now somebody told me you put the contact cement which this, if y'all can see that. No, yeah. See, I'm actually what I'm doing is reaching for another light. Because like I said, I am a independent producer for television. Public access. A lot of public access. Let me see if I can get that in position. Oh, the battery ain't even in it. Waste time trying to find it. It should be over here. It should have been with the light. Let me check the case. Yep, it's in the case. Yeah, see. And one of the things, you know, see, and this is what I get for not being set up and prepared, trying to do this. No, the battery's dead. So it needs to be charged, or I don't know. Yeah. It would have been better, you know. So, not gonna worry about that. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. I know I was saying, you know, like I do independent. I'm an independent producer for public access television. You know, I've made commercials locally, made commercials for local businesses and stuff like that. I produced a couple of talk shows and things. And I feel if this isn't recording, you know, or streaming, because everything is going to streaming now with the whole, I call it the coronavirus, because so many people, it was shocking how many people in America thought that the coronavirus was related to the coronavirus. And that's just hilarious to me. But because of the whole thing, you know, everything's on virtual cons and stuff. Hopefully this is ready to go in place. Oh, I put glue over the top and I didn't need to. Oh, silly me. Oh, that is so bad. The gaps in there, in this. But I'd rather have these little gaps than a big ass hole like that. Because the gaps would be easier to feel. Than a big ass hole. And I think I'm going to paper mache that one just as a display. Well, good enough. Because the character it's supposed to be, it's not going to. I'm using it for a different one. Because I was looking for a plain helmet, something close to really plain. And I found this one. Actually, because the templates were free. Um, you don't really kind of suck that. It just. Yeah. That. Well, it fit better than that one. And then there are ways to, cause I'm gonna stream. Well, I may have to record the rest because I want to get this done as soon as possible. Even though, like, okay, yeah, all the Comic Cons have been canceled. A lot of them are doing this virtual crap, and that's what I think it is. It's virtual crap. You know, I don't bother with it. You know, some of the panels, just to keep the excitement going. The con craze, as we call it, going and all that stuff, and to keep the Comic Cons, uh, the names, so people haven't forgotten about the cons, but we're not able to attend. So, what the heck should we care? I don't care. That was because. I mean, it wasn't about the celebrities, it was about other cosplayers. It was like some cosplayers have gotten some notoriety. They do a lot for charities and stuff. And those are the ones who become my hero. I mean, my celebrities. I mean, I've met Aaron Gray. I'm pulling out some names from some old TV shows like Buck Rogers with Gil Gerard, the series that was on. See, that's not even gonna stay. That's not. I wonder if I could put some more glue in there, a little bit. And see if I can get that to close up better. I don't think so. I don't think it is. But, because I've learned about fillers. I forgot what the stuff is made out of. Or, it's, now see, that actually did good because these pieces here went on really well, and it was like my former friend had told me, you know, you put the glue on, let it dry, and that kind of seals the foam. And I don't know. And do you put like another coat, let that get tacky, and then you put the pieces together, and it works better. And that's what but see, like these parts here, I didn't do it, and it actually did pretty well. You know, because I have this what it's supposed to be is all on the wall. Actually, um, if you can see, I'll bring this over here so you can see this for a second. See, that's the all of it. You know, the templates and stuff. Uh, there's just so much weight down here. Excuse part of my big head, which is also what I call my dog, which y'all might have seen. Okay, that's a little more room. And yeah. And see, like my thing is, I kind of got used to. See, I got a brighter light behind me than I do in front. This one is brighter than this one. See, had I had set that up right, but that's kind of bright. Yeah, so. Yeah, well, let me try this again. No. Because I'm used to like doing models, like model cars and stuff, and you put the glue on it, you know, and you hold it for like a few seconds, blow on it, and then it's done. It's dry. Now, let me try this piece. Why is this? And see, this is where I would start to get aggravated, but I'm not. Because see, the glue isn't tacky enough. It's funny how like one side is like, and kind of odd that one side is tacky and the other isn't. See, that's just tearing, so I can't take that back out. But what I will do, this is put some more. See, so my thing, I guess I need to start learning patience. Um, or either get a timer because they say 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes roughly. Get a little egg timer. Because I've often seen them, they'll put the glue on the one part, then they'll get other parts, put the glue on nails. Let's see, 16. Okay, what's next? Next is these. You know, and then the fact that the cuts aren't clean as they could have been. You know, that could make a real difference. Probably does. And this here little pot I'm using for my contact in it, the former friend I mentioned earlier had gave it to me because he's trying to make this stuff so he can make money off of selling cosplays and templates and I guess materials and everything that goes along with it, you know. Good luck with that. You know, I just do it for fun. I saw a cosplay video by Axoni Lee, and I was blown away. I was blown away. I was up all night into the morning, and before I decided to actually go to bed, I'd figure I'd check out this one last video on YouTube, and see, they looked a lot cleaner the other day. uh, check out this one last video. Then and it was called Lights Out or Lights. I forgot the name of the musical group that performed the song, but it was a cosplay showcase video from which he filmed at Katsucon, KATUSCON. More of an anime con, anime characters and stuff like that. And I was just, and the video he made was just amazing. You know, it was the first time I actually seen like cosplay, and I mean serious cosplay. These people was not playing. I mean, even though like a lot of the anime characters I didn't recognize, but the outfits were just amazing. And it just blew me away. And I said, I have to do that. I gotta make a cosplay video. And that's what I set out to do. I really didn't intend on becoming a cosplayer myself until I noticed other, unless they were well known, I guess kind of well known. I don't know. Not really sure. Cosplayers were, well, in my area, was standoffish. Okay, let's see if this got a little better. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the glue on all these parts, you know, give it time to get it tacky, I guess. Uh, Cause Sean Z got seen do that. Do this. He put glue on parts and then set them aside. Go put like another part he had already put glue on, put it together. Then he would come back to, and and he did it like that. He would like he would put glue on these parts. Then these parts he already had put glue on. He would put them together, and that doesn't look like it's staying. And then when he was done putting these together that already had the glue on, he would come back to those that he had. So I guess it would give him time. Because, like, it's a thing of patience. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gotta have patience working with this stuff. So to turn out okay. Shoot, if all else fails, see that they even cut clean. Yeah. So it's good to have like cut material. Knife sharpener. Can't express how I see how a very important one thing that is, or sharp knives and a sharpener just in case. Uh, yeah. Now, and I see them, when they put these slits, say like this one piece. Uh, yeah, these slits in here, when you glue it together, to help it curve because it's going on a helmet. So and then the curve around your head. Evo Ted Smith, who's also on Twitch, is a great one to follow. He interacts very well with his followers that are watching. He answers questions in the moment. It was funny because he was at the San Diego Comic Con streaming live to Twitch, and I guess I've watched like a lot of his videos to where he and I'm not under my personal name, Edward, but under E3 Creations, and he actually remembered me. Let's see, why is that? that's just not going to stay, and this side is starting to rip. Oh well. Okay, so those are done. That's just not going to stay. It just don't. It could be because it needs. No. Ooh. And I tried trying to take this piece out, but it just started ripping the foam. You know. Oh, okay, there's a fly in the garage. Okay, so. Yeah. So let me see these here. And see, I don't know why that is. Why some of that came out longer than the rest, probably because it's not sitting right. I'm gonna have to cut that. So I'm gonna put this on the edge of this here, so I can cut this even. That's the right side, so. Oh well. Like I said, this is like my first attempt, and I don't mind the mistakes because I learned a lot from them, like what not to do, what to do, do's and don'ts. Uh, yeah, and I've gotten to know enough people and become well enough known in my area, which isn't the greatest for cosplay. I hate to say it, it's not. It's not the greatest for cosplayers because people act funny, you know, especially with a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world. Dang, that looks a mess. If the rest of this turns out okay, I'll be alright. Well, I'm gonna be alright anyway. And it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but and I really can't complain because for it to be a free template, and like I said, people are making money off this stuff. There's nothing wrong with that either. Uh, Not that I would ever, uh, you know, um, damn, see. See, and that just went together so nicely. And I guess from letting the stuff get dry and tacky properly. Okay, now this is the left side. So I'm gonna let that dry some more. I'm gonna put the glue on the rest of these. I kind of feel like I should, because that's such a thin area. You know, October. Yeah. So, because my first cosplay was makeshift. I just threw some stuff together, called it a vampire hunter, and but and sadly enough, the cosplayers seem a bit more comfortable around me, being a 6'5" black guy uh, with a camera, and I would be very respectful. I would ask people permission, you know, unless they were already posing for a photo. I would wait to whoever was taking it, to finish, and I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I take a photo of you?" Well, and they were like very nice about it. And most of the time, sometimes cosplayers act funny. And I've told one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I've mentioned this. Boy, did they not care for that. But it is what it is. The truth is the truth. You know, you can't act funny about having your picture taken, and then when people want to take your picture, and then when they don't, or and nobody's asking you to take you can't complain because you was acting funny from the funny as in standoffish, you know, from the start. You gotta look at the parts you play and stuff. You know, I should have clicked that better too. But yeah, so then cause like me being the nerd that I am, I also play video games. Been playing them for the longest. When they first came around, I am that old. uh, to where when video games first started, I remember that. When you pay the quota, put your quota up. Now see, that's starting to come loose a little. That one is. Yep, sure is. It's coming right loose. Why? I don't know. And the other one is doing fine. Yeah, cause like there are like general practices and techniques that all cosplayers who do foam builds do, you know. But I want to experiment and do something new and some stuff differently. And I just see this one is together fine. This one came loose. Well, I don't know. And this is the left side, so since I'm holding it, I will. Yeah, I did the left. That kind of went okay, except it's not down. It didn't go down far enough. And you can see the little bit of a curve that it's doing in it. So I'm gonna have to do this side because I should have done it from the bottom, but I didn't. I did it from the top. It reminds me a little bit of Ultraman. That's just bent. That just ain't gonna stay. That's in solid, but this isn't. Okay, so that's done. Now glue this. See, because